Well, hello folks, and welcome to another episode of the Hold Fast Garage. Today, to start with anyway, it's bath time. Okay. Welcome back to returning viewers, and for those of you who don't know me, my name is Aaron, and I'm an amateur. This here is the turbo hydromatic transmission out of that Caprice Classic convertible, model year 1975, also known as, affectionately referred to as, the Great White Beast. Now, this transmission is, as you can see, filthy. It's got baked on, caked on grease and grime and dirt and dust from gravel roads going back to, when Shep was a pup. And I don't like that. I want to get it cleaned off. So what I've started with is I've soaked it down real good, twice already now, with a cleaning agent that is simply green. And I'm going to hit it with the fire hose, with the garden hose. If that doesn't work, then I have some purple stuff over there that we might resort to. If there's some real stubborn spots, we might get a brass wire wheel and really get in there and grind it. But we'll start with good old simple green and water and see how that goes. So when I say baked on and caked on, I really mean it. Look at this. This is full black. No effect whatsoever. This stuff is stubborn. So we're gonna soak down with simple green again and let that sit for a while, see what it does. There's got to be an easier way to do this, right? Something, efficient. This is not efficient, what we're doing right here. I don't know, you got any tips? I mean, by the time this video comes out, it's very well maybe done already, but what do you recommend for cleaning a transmission in your driveway? Got anything? Put it in the comments. Help the next guy out, Meanwhile, I think I might boil some water and pour it over this, see if I can loosen things up a little bit. It's coming, it's better, but man, it's taking forever. And I think the cold water from the hose is not helping, if you know what I mean. Hot water might be the thing. I don't know, we'll see. All right, well, went with the yield screwdriver. Scraped off a good bit of the bulk. I don't, you know, this isn't going to be seen hardly ever, but I still don't want to scratch it all to hell, you know? But anyway, we got some of the bulk off. I think we're going to spray it down one more time, let it dry. We're not supposed to get any precipitation, but the clouds from that general direction are looking slightly ominous, and this is southeastern Virginia. The weather can change on a dime. So we're gonna spray her down, knock some of the rest of this bulk off, and don't worry, I have a piece of rubber sheeting between the transmission and the cinder block that it's sitting on. Anyway, spray it down one last time, knock all the bulk off, let it dry, put it back on the cart, get it back inside before Mother Nature does its thing, her thing. Anyway, as I said, you know, if you got tips for, we didn't do the hot water thing. I'm still on the fence about that. If you got tips, put them in the comments. Let us know. What's a good strategy here? Just to really drive home how gunked up this was. There are drain holes in these top fin areas, but they were so plugged up that these were holding water, and when I dug around there with the screwdriver, emptied them out. So this needs to be done. All right. So seeing as, well, we're waiting for the transmission to dry before we pull it in here, and I've got a little bit of time yet, I'm gonna go ahead and get some more welding done. Clean up some of these joints in here, make them a little stronger. We will eventually fill all this in with joint compound to make it, you know, watertight, or weather tight at least. But, you know, let's get something done, right? Sit not idly by. There we go. Nah. Well, that was exciting. Oh, well, that's good timing, because I've got company. So we'll go ahead and end it here for today, and we'll see you later. do something else. Stay tuned. All right, folks. Well, as you can see down here, some days have passed since part 1 of this episode. It's time to get a part 2, finish this up, and get it out to you fine people. Now, if you're wondering, hey, when's the next time Dad's going to show up in an episode? You're in luck, because this is Thursday that I'm filming. Monday of next week, Mom and Dad are both flying into town, so we're going to get some more work done. It's going to be great. Put that engine back together to start with. Now, for today, what I want to do is see if I can get the seat adjustments on the seat. These are the 2 front seats, to see if I can get them to move, because they are, as near as I can tell, they are rusted solid. The when I so the this is the driver's seat, and it has a mechanism that actually it's adjustable. The controls are right here. It's actually electrically adjustable. Now, when I attempted to move this way back, the motor made noise, but no movement took place. So we don't know if that's because the motor's bad. We don't know if the gears are seized. We don't know if the tracks are seized. We don't know. So I'm going to start with the passenger seat. It's a little chilly out here, as you can see my breath, and I could move these over into the sun, but the sun's about to go down behind that house anyway. So I'm just going to do the smart thing, drink a cold beer in 31-degree weather, and see if I can't figure something out before it gets really cold. Yeah, here we go. Ice cold. So to start with, let's get some juice. Some PB Blaster in all these. Let that start marinating. Because even if we don't get them loose today, this will be good for them. Whatever kind of lubricant these started life with at the factory has probably evacuated the premises long, long ago. So we'll get her. Oh yeah. Okay, well that's yeesh. Hold on, I'll show you what I'm looking at here in a second. So the trouble is that since there was virtually no top, oh, that's running down there and making a mess. That's fine. We'll worry about that later. Since there was no top to speak of, and these, of course, are the bottoms of the seats, no top to the car, I mean, these sat in water quite a lot over successive summers and winters. And in Iowa, it gets real hot in the summer and it gets real cold in the winter. So freezing in expansion and sitting in water, it's very bad, very bad. So I sprayed everybody down real good. Nice soak. We're gonna have to clean that up. And here's what I'm worried about. You can see right along here, it looks like that's not too close. There's rust in the track there. It looks like a little bit there as well, right up under. So that may have been the problem. Yeah, this is what I first noticed. See, that looks like it might be rusted solid right there. hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully it breaks loose relatively easily, but I don't know, we'll see. So here's the seat release, adjustment release on the passenger side, and it's moving this portion here, but it's not moving this one. So I'm hoping, well, even when it does move that, there's no, so this spring is under tension, so that should be moving. Let's just gentle tap. This one's also under tension, although a much smaller spring. So this is the spring that's supposed to be putting this under tension. Oh my. Well, there we go. Okay. That one moves. Mm. Oh what's going to be really fun about this is I'm going to move these, and then eventually these are going to have to go back in the car, and we're going to have to line them up again. That'll be an adventure. So far it's good news, bad news. The good news is I think that rusting is our problem. The bad news is that this one being not spring loaded, and I'm hoping that moving them, this I can get a new spring and put more tension on this, try and get those to move naturally. This one, I don't want to. This is going to be even more of a problem, because if I move one track, lining them up again, the more I think about it, the more I don't like this. We're going to focus on this one, because this will be much easier to get back in place. We might just keep soaking that one, the driver's side, and hope that it comes around on its own. And I might fashion some kind of rig where we can bolt them, get a couple of 2x4s or something, bolt these together so that we can move them together. Anyway, that'll be for later. There we go. Okay. Hey, we've already made progress. Let me show you. So when I first brought these out here, moving the seat adjustment here had no effect on this. It wouldn't move it. But now they move together. So, victory. I've already done something. Feel pretty good about that. What are you doing, Bandit? What are you doing, Bandy boy? Are you a bandy boy? Hi. Are you chewing on sticks? All right. So we like that. That is progress. Decidedly so. Whoa! Okay. Yeah. Excuse me. Oh yeah. Oof. Oh. Yeah, just hammer on it. Ah. Okay. Well, that's there we go. That's easy. Yeah. Hmm. Okay, I shouldn't have thrown that away. Although, I'm gonna take this one off because it's a full one. I can throw this away. It's fine. Anyway, so a trip to the hardware store is in order to get 4 new springs. Two of these big ones and 2 little ones to provide tension to return the latches to a latched position. But that is outstanding. That actually gives me some hope for complete a sentence, Aaron. That gives me some hope for this one. The rust is problematic. Let's see what I can. Yeah, it's pretty gross in there. Ooh, ooh. Okay. Hold on, let me show you this too. Can you see in there? Is that? Let me get some light. Yeah. Oof. Looks nasty in there. Okay. Let's think about this. All right. So here's the plan. Because the sun has already gone down behind my neighbor's house, it is getting more chilly. There's not a cloud in the sky, which means that any ambient heat is just gone. Anyway, it's not a weather channel. It's a car channel. So here's what I'm thinking. These guys move. That's good news. That means that the theory that the reason that the electric motor wouldn't move the front seat is because, just like the passenger seat, these rails are seized. So I'm gonna probably blast this with the blowtorch I got over there once. Just really heat it up. Soak it down again when it's still warm with PV blaster, so that it really pulls the liquid into the pores there, the metal. And then put everything back in the shed there and let it do its thing. Now now that I can move the feet, I can get to the bolts of the rails here, which is good. So I can pull these off and really pull everything apart and clean it, get in there with a wire brush and clean everything up real nice. So that's good. I can also, without having to move anything, I can get to the bolts on the legs here. So I can remove this whole apparatus and get a better look at it. Take it inside, put it on the workbench in relative warmth and coziness, and actually move things around, get a better look at it. But anyway, for now, I'm going to finish up, get everything put away, because like I said, it's getting cold. And I'll just try and see if I can get this episode edited and out tonight. Because tonight, Thursday, this is the normal broadcast. Episodes go live. Anyway, we'll see. If you're enjoying the channel, please, like, subscribe, share the videos to car enthusiasts that hey, look what my buddy's doing. If there's something that you'd like to see, please feel free. Put it in the comments. Hey, do an episode on this. I shared the public service announcement, or the public service episode that I did last week, talking about how to remove the dash pad, the two hidden fasteners that are up above the glove box inside. I shared that into a car group that I'm in, a Caprice car group that I'm in on Facebook. And somebody said, hey, how about an episode where you replace the hinge pins? Because the doors on a Caprice, especially a convertible, they're, the length of an elephant's ear, and they weigh as much as the elephant itself. So the springs, or the hinge pins, bend over time, and you have to replace those. It's just a known thing. So I'm going to do an episode on that at some point. So if there's something like that you're like, how do you do this? Put it in the comments. Maybe I've done an episode like that, and I can let you know about it. Maybe I will do an episode like that in the future. That's a good way to let me know, to help me out with the direction that this channel should go. What kind of content do you want to see? Anyway, as I said, if you're enjoying, tell your friends, tell your enemies. Like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell so that when a new episode comes out, you know about it. And when there's a new episode, I will see you there.